Start putting some stuff away so that we have room for the stuff we need space for. Bonk, what's up? I told myself I was going to start streaming more often. Try and do one every weekday for like 30 minutes. So this is me trying. Got another knife today, which is what we'll be sharpening. I also took this thing apart. The biggest pain in the ass I've ever taken apart was this knife by far. But it doesn't sound like it's got sand in it anymore. So it is clean. It is also insanely sharp. It will be going up for sale here in a day or two, hopefully, if I remember to do that. If not, what I might decide to do is get some parts for it, some spare springs and stuff, and then ship it out with spare springs. And it needs, it doesn't need it, but it could use a new pivot. Anyway, we will be sharpening this one right here. I finished cleaning it earlier because I wanted to hold it, but I realize now I should have done that on stream, unfortunately, and it just didn't happen. I completely spaced it, honestly. Well, I didn't completely space it. I wanted to stream it, and then we were going to head to dinner, and people were telling me to hurry up, so I just didn't. So I'm not sure if this thing needs a full new regrind. It doesn't look horribly misdone. So that's good. We'll try starting with the 400, and then we'll move up to move up or down depending on how it goes. If it goes well, we will move up to a 6, then a 1000. If it goes poorly, we will move down to the 140. So this one's pretty cool. It's a 14C. It has a lock that keeps it locked open. We're starting on the 140. It's not doing what I want it to. AJ, what's up? Well, what are you doing that's making your hands freezing? And you're right, this knife is pretty dang nice. Take a guess at how much it is brand new. I'm not going to tell you any materials, just look at it. It doesn't come with this, but just throw a guess out there. Anybody who wants to guess. $140 plus, that's a pretty good guess. Thank you. It is a pretty nice knife, I'll agree with that. Anybody else want to guess on how much they think this knife is? $140 wasn't a terrible guess. Of course, I bought it used. $10K, it's way less than that. Brand new, they're like 50 bucks. Move over to the 600 now. So yeah, this is a, I think the stream name says what it is. It's a Ruike P108-SF. Oh, and it is sharpening beautifully. Yeah, it's a pretty good knife. It's stainless, not titanium. It kind of looks like titanium, but it's not. Nice and smooth. I have cleaned it already. It was used. Beautiful. Move up to the 1000 grit already. I gotta clean that off real quick. Probably gotta wash this off one of these days. Okay. Nope. Other than Fridays and Saturdays, I'm basically guaranteed to be live on Fridays and Saturdays at 10 or 11. Brando, what's up? A lot of people like watching this. Unfortunately, like we peaked at like 33 earlier and then everybody just left. The streams have not been doing as well as they used to. It's unfortunate, but you know, it happens. Just woke up, nice. It is the Ruike. So here's how you spell it. Ruike P108-SF. I don't know. I was supposed to do one on Saturday. Eagle Scout EDC forgot that we were going to be doing it. I don't know how you forget that when I remind you the day before, but you know, it happens. It's a pretty good knife for the price, at least I believe. I haven't carried it yet. I'll need to carry it for longer to see how I feel about it. Overall, it's pretty comfortable in the hand, though. That's fair. Taking a break after work isn't or taking a nap after work isn't a terrible idea. Yeah, my cat died a few months ago. I think it's almost been a year, actually. It happens, unfortunately. Got another cat. She's getting a little old, but, you know, it's going to happen one of these days. Now, this blade is not as thin as people think it is. It's not thick, but it's not really thin either. Yep, my cat was 4 when he died. Or no, he was just about to turn 4. Okay, now we're going to swap back and forth. Yep, it always sucks when a pet dies. Unfortunately, there isn't a whole lot that we can do most of the time. But I look at it another way as who do you think is going to fare better? You without your pet or your pet without you? No, this one's the old stone. The new one is up here, though. So Eagle Scout right here is who we were supposed to be streaming with last Saturday. Or on Saturday. Yep. Mine had a blood clot that moved from his heart down into the artery between his legs. He couldn't control his legs, and we found him 2 hours after it happened. It was too late to save his legs, and we didn't have enough money and no pet insurance, so put him down instead of trying to fix it when the vet said that there was no way we were going to save him. The legs, specifically. God, imagine thinking. What a shame. I couldn't imagine doing that. Thinking. It happens. Well, we found him crawling around with his front two legs. We thought he got hit by a car or something. I was sitting there thinking I was going to have to find somebody to break their kneecaps, but turns out that it was just something that was bound to happen eventually. It's unfortunate, but there's nothing I could do about it, and you leave it at that. Yeah, thinking in 2025. Who does that? Nobody. You ever seen anybody driving? Nobody's thinking. There's no way. Those brains are empty. Okay, time to look under the microscope, see what we see. Yeah, Aiden sent me a microscope. Here it is. Okay, move the stone out of the way. Not bad. I forgot to wipe off all the material that was left behind from sharpening. Oh, other than the tiny chips everywhere, it doesn't look horrible. Oh, and this side looks gorgeous. Dude. I don't have TikTok, Snapchat. I have Instagram though. Oh, I can't tell you guys how beautiful that looks. You know what I find funny is I still find people driving around in 2025 with a mask on in their car alone. Like, how do you, one, still wear a mask around in 2025, and two, do it alone in your car? Like, you're the only person in there. There has to be something wrong. All right, guys, paper test. You guys ready? Oh, zoom out. There we go. That could have been better. Oh, yeah, there we go. Well, I'm just wondering what's going through their head. Like, you're wearing a mask alone, dude. You're the only person in a 25-mile radius wearing a mask in your car alone. If you did Lyft or one of the other taxi apps or whatever, I might understand. But you don't. you're going to the grocery store or something. You know what the best part about the whole mask thing was to me? Is when you went out to restaurants, you had to wear the mask into the building, but COVID can't get you when you get to the table. Once you get to the table, you're perfectly safe. Explain that to me. That made no sense. God, I'm getting good at this. I'm impressing myself. The more I do this, the more impressed I am. Just made a bald spot on my arm. Cut all the hair off in one pass. This shit's getting sharp. I'm actually getting scary good at this. I don't think it's hair shaving sharp though. Yeah, you're not wrong, Brando. They do look pretty similar. I think the funniest video I've seen lately was the that one dude who said, "Why do people in poly relationships look like that?" And all the people that he's talking about are the people who respond. It was hilarious. I don't think I've seen something that funny in a while. Well, let's grab a hair. There we go. Got a hair. Are you sharp enough? Nope. What a shame. What's up, Punisher? I haven't seen you in here in a bit. I'm also streaming earlier than I usually do. No, but you know what I wish the British police would do? They said that if an American said something offensive online, that they would come over and arrest us on our turf. And I was sitting there in my head like, please, please show up at my front door. I dare you. You have no authority over here. Don't get me wrong. I respect police, but dude, if your government's telling you to come over to the most heavily fortified country in the world and you actually do it, that's a you fault. That's a you problem, bro. You screwed up, and now you're at my front door, slumped over on the ground. That's just people being stupid. I think next month I'm gonna buy some diamond emulsion for and make a new strop. Well, my stream's gonna end in like 20, maybe. I wanted to do a short stream. I'm not going over an hour. I have a Kershaw going up for sale here pretty soon. I'd introduce him to a fist. I don't need to kill somebody. You show up at my house saying you're going to arrest me for saying something inappropriate on the internet? Oh boy. You started a fight and you're not walking away. You're crawling. So yeah, I got a Kershaw Iridium going up for sale here pretty soon. Comes with the lanyard, which is actually pretty cool. I didn't do this. I bought it like this. Oh yeah, how'd you almost die this week? So I took it apart and it was full. The whole thing was full of sand. This is the biggest pain in the ass I've ever taken apart. It was the worst. Dude, people forget I exist all the time. Why do you think we only have 11 people in here? I've got 1,300 subscribers and there's only 11 people in here. So I get forgotten often. It's an Iridium D2. Pretty good knife. I have no clue. I bought it used. I buy most of my knives used. But I'm going to show you guys how much of a pain it is to take this thing apart and put it back together. Let's get a T6 real quick. We need the T6 more than we need the T8. Now I think we unscrew this side. Well, if you know martial arts, then you're probably not going to be doing that bad, are you? What now? Yeah, Kershaw Iridium. Huh. Yeah, I've never had that, the over torque problem. I used fire for the first time the other day. I used it on this thing too. It needed it. Okay, so to take this apart, it is the biggest pain in the ass. You have to push this, the pivot screw, all the way through, or the pivot nut all the way through. All the way until it falls out. Okay, it fell out. So let's move this, move that. The blade comes out. What is that? I don't remember that being there earlier. Okay, next step. You need to pull the stop pin. With the stop pin out, you can lift up. Oh, no. Pull the spring out of there. You have to do that too. Lift this up, over to the side, and contort this thing until you have it off. So yeah, then you have to do the exact same thing on the other side. And I'm not doing that again. But this whole thing, the whole inside of this was covered in black sand. Oh, this is gonna suck. What is this from? I have no clue. Somebody else talked more than you or something. So, to put it back together, that has to be there. I have no clue where this came from. This was not in here earlier. So I am questioning things. But so you have to put this in like this. Put the spring back in its hole without breaking it. Now for the fun part, which makes no sense why you design it to come apart like this, or to go back together like this. It has to take them so long to put these things together. Okay, pivot screw goes in partially. Because you can't have the pivot in at the same time as having this liner on. Like, you can't have the pivot all the way in at the same time. It is so stupid. Oh, okay, so that does exist. It's just a replaceable wear section on the inside of the liner. Which means that this one needs this replaceable wear section inside of it. Right there. Okay. What random part? There's no random parts on this thing. I'm 100% sure that I can't just... Oh, I already put it in where it needed to be. And it just fell out of where it needed to be. This part goes right in here. Yeah, the mystery washer, I'm not even sure that they're necessary. But Kershaw has it there, so I'm not going to... I need something with high surface tension. I think the oil that I use is the highest surface tension that I have in the house, so... Just do a tiny circle. Put the washer in. Okay. Put the blade. You turd. See, this is why I hate this thing. I already told you guys that this is the biggest pain in the ass that I've taken apart so far. And there is a solid reason why people don't like taking apart knives with crossbar locks. I understand it now. Okay. Can I twist the whole thing? No? Can I put it together like this? No. Yep, so I have to do it the way that I did it earlier. Which is, you guys are going to see this. This is crazy. Pull the blade. Okay, here we go. What a load of bullshit. Put it in like that. Place the backspacer right there. Okay. Put the spring in the hole. Uh-huh. Okay. Damn it. I can't do this under the camera. I have to line things up better than I can under the camera. Okay. I got it to work. Finally. Okay. Now we can put that on. Put in both screws. Okay. T8 for the pivot. Oh, so because I was born in 2002. That's not good. Something went flying. Now I have to find out what it was. I don't even know how that happened. Dude, one of the bearings fell out. The bottom bearing fell out? Are you kidding me? Oh, I hate this knife. Once it's back together, I am not taking this thing apart again. See, I knew as soon as I saw one of these things, as soon as I saw something with omega springs, that it was going to be a big pain in the ass. Oh, I know exactly what you're going on about. I just don't really care. Y'all are talking. That's giving me more, it's giving the channel attention that it needs. The streams haven't been doing well lately, so honestly, just having anybody talk in stream is helping out. Yeah, so I flicked it open and then one of the bearings fell out. How that happened, I have no clue, but it did. Okay, first of all, I know what an 8-track is. Just because I'm in my 20s doesn't mean I don't know shit. And I know what a rotary phone is. Those things were sick. Genuinely, I thought that the rotary phones were pretty cool. Never had the opportunity to use one. But I know somebody who had one, and they let me play around with it when I was a kid. Oh, thank God. Alright, we're taking you off. Hey, that might fit. Oh, it worked. Thank God. Damn it. I forgot the backspacer. Okay. Everything should be perfect now. Finally. we're going to take apart one more knife and then I'm going to go ahead and end the stream. But this one will be up for sale here pretty soon on Blade Binge. I think 45 was what I was talking about, or 50 or something. I don't remember exactly what I said. I need to find out how much the last one went for and then add $5 on top of that. Because this one's been sharpened less and also has the lanyard thing on it too. So anyway, this one that we were sharpening just a little bit ago, super easy to take apart. Super easy. It has a lot less parts. So yeah, these guys have some of the coolest milling on the inside of their knives that I've ever seen. You can see the machine marks left behind. So anyway, this thing is super easy to take apart and put together. The one thing that they should have done is have a fully captive pivot instead of a half captive. Basically what they did was this side has a D-shaped hole and this side circular, but this goes into this side. Anyway, gonna go like that, that. There's a pin back here that holds the backspacer on. And as long as you've done it right, everything lines up perfectly. And then, so this one has a broken pocket clip, unfortunately. I'm going to see if they'll send me a new one. Please just tell me you're all like 5'10" or shorter. Punisher, do you live in Canada? Then you're not who I'm thinking about. I'm 6 foot without shoes. Instantly banned. Oh. That'd be pretty funny though. Oh, I was wanting to make fun of somebody for being Canadian, but I kind of just feel bad for the Canadians. Oh yeah, Bonk is Canadian. Heh, you're Canadian. We probably have more guns in our safe than you guys have in your state or your province. Probably, maybe city. Dude, I'm sure that the maple syrup is fire. I'll be honest, that's one of the things the Canadians do good. Maple syrup is fire. Yes, 51st Stadium. Yes, I love it. Oh, that's great. You know, I didn't really think that I'd get that good at sharpening knives. See, I hear that too, but every Canadian says that that they love Tim Hortons until they realize that Tim Hortons is an American brand. Well, my stream's about to end here in like a minute or two, so you can focus on the other stream. But it's not even Canadian. Tim Hortons is an American company. We don't. You're right. But I don't drink coffee, so I don't care. So yeah, when I bought this one, it came with a titanium lanyard bead. Yeah, coffee's just bitter to me. I don't like it, so I don't drink it. I drink coffee like once, twice, 3, 4, 5 times a year. I live off of water and food that's probably not very good for me. Anyway, guys, we got a knife sharp. Damn, we got 19 people in here. And then all of them left when I said that. Guaranteed. Oh, yep. Back down to 13. Ha, called it. Well, now I see 10. I don't know. His streams have stopped popping up on my notifications. Well, if he didn't, I might need to take his place with the cardboard cutting stuff. So somebody on Facebook said that when we do full reviews, we should probably show us doing some cutting tasks. And I'm like, well, I can do that. The usual, the PD1717, Pagani design PD1717. Nice bright blue, really good looking watch. It's a little bit small though. Normally I wear a larger watch, like a 42 millimeter. This thing is 38. Well, I can't afford the expensive shit that I want. There was a cool one. Accutron came out with a new watch. I think it runs on electrostatic, like static electricity. You're not slick, Muddy. Nice. Yeah, so it uses static electricity to charge it. Really, really cool stuff. You guys should look into it. It's called the Accutron Space View 2020. What part of me scrolling through your your website makes you think that I want to sign up for something. This one's green. Ooh, they make it in black. Gold. Nice. Another gold. Yes. Yeah. Red. Oh yeah, baby. Red with a stainless bracelet. Oh, a stainless bracelet, and it comes with a leather strap too. Oh, they went above and beyond on that thing. Coming out in fall of 2025. And it's only $4,400. Only. This watch, Space View 2020. It's expensive though. Anyway, real quick, for testing purposes, how does it shave? Yep, just took all the hair off of that spot. I'm now bald there. Tell you what, guys, I am getting better at sharpening. Anyway, guys, that's going to be it for today's stream. Oh, yeah, it shaves better than the razor I use. That's a sad thought. Actually, I just replaced the razor head. I'll bet you that my razor shaves better than that. But anyway, that's going to be it for the rest of the stream. Hopefully we see you in the next one, which will likely be sometime tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm only doing 30 minutes. And I said that today, but we're over an hour now. And yeah, we'll see you guys later. Hopefully you have a great rest of your night, and we'll see you in the next one.